Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Welcome to Falcon House Grammar School, Campus 9. I am Ms. Wajeeha, your English language teacher. Hope you all are fine and good in health. In our last classes, we discussed scene 1 and scene 2 of Uncle Sham's unit. In today's class, I will share a summary of whole unit including scene 3. So, Unit 7 Uncle Shams is a play which based on 3 scenes, and in this play we have 6 characters, that is Mrs. Malik, Mr. Malik, Workman, Uncle Shams and Postman and Samina. Scene 1 takes place in living room of Mr. and Mrs. Malik house. Mr. and Mrs. Malik are standing in the middle of the room. A man is trying to put up a picture on the wall. They are doing preparation for the wedding of Mr. and Mrs. Malik's daughter Samina. Sudden, a doorbell rings. Mrs. Malik open her door and return with a jolly man carrying a suitcase. His name is Uncle Shams. He is very jolly person, but when he tried to do anything, it went wrong. Most of the things broke by him. Because of this reason, Mr. and Mrs. Malik don't like him. They thought that he does not do anything except breaking things and eating a lot of food. He is here to attend Samina's wedding. Uncle Shams reached. He asked Mr. and Mrs. Malik, "Have you received a letter?" But yet they don't receive any letter. The workman tries to put the frame, but he fails. So Uncle Shams said, "Give it to me, I will do it." So he take the hammer and climb the ladder. As Uncle Shams started banging the nail into the wall, a large crack appears. Then the glider wobbles and he fell down at the floor. Mr. and Mrs. Malik said it just started and get angry at Uncle Shams. So Uncle Shams went for wash his hand and take some rest. Here the scene 1 is closed. After this, scene 2 is started and it is in the living room. Here workman hang the picture and Mr. and Mrs. Malik look at the picture and give their opinion about the picture. They are not satisfied with the work of the workman. After this, they come on the topic of the Uncle Shams and they said why he comes here before a month of the wedding. Mrs. Malik said he eats a lot. He will increase the household budget threefold and our repair bills will spiral. Judging by these disasters, he will break everything inside. Mr. Malik said, "You are right, Samina. We shall have to devise a plan to get rid of him. Let's discuss the problem after lunch when he taking a nap." So they don't know that Uncle Shams is listening them and he is at the back of the door. So they start calling Uncle Shams for the lunch. Here the scene 3 is starting. So Mr. Malik said, "Please come for the lunch, Uncle Shams." Uncle Shams enter in living room carrying his suitcase. So Mr. Malik said that you don't have any need to bring your suitcase in the dining table. So Uncle Shams said, "I won't be staying for lunch. I'm afraid. I suddenly remember I have an appointment to keep back at home. I have decided to go immediately and return perhaps to see Samina getting married." So Uncle Shams went for his home and Mr. and Mrs. Malik were very happy because they don't have to do anything. Uncle Shams gone by himself. But they don't know that Uncle Shams listen each and everything what they are talking about. The Uncle Shams sudden Mrs. Malik saw a postman who is looking through the window. So Mrs. Malik said that why you are looking from the window, if you are come here for delivering the letter, so please ring the bell. Mr. Malik went for took the letter, and it is from the Uncle Shams. Uncle Shams wrote a letter to Mr. and Mrs. Malik to informing that he is giving all his late wife's jewelry to their daughter, that is Samida, on her wedding. Sudden, they realized that they did wrong with Uncle Shams. Samina entered into the room and asked about Uncle Shams. Her parents said he is not here. He had an appointment, so he went back. But Samina did not do believe on them. He said to me he will be here till wedding. Her parents said, but now we thought he will not attend wedding because he was not happy when he leave from here. And also he leaves a gift for you. Samina asked, what gift? Mr. Malik said he sent a letter, and according to this letter he will going to give all his late wife jewelry to you at your wedding. At the last, Samina said he gave me a large box when he arrived, and it is full of the most priceless pieces of jewelry you have never seen in your life. Mr. and Mrs. Malik was very shamed on their behavior, and here our chapter is going to be ended. I hope every scene is clear to you and you all understand the whole story. Now I am sharing 3 questions with you which you have to answer after listening to the summary. The first question is, did Uncle Shams really have an appointment to keep? Second one is the what might have been said in the letter. And the third one is, how do you think Mr. and Mrs. Malik felt in the end? These are the questions which you have to answer by your own self, and all answers were discussed in the summary. Now I hope everything is clear to you. This time to end the class. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.